Hey guys, what's going on? It's RC Knockout, and I am back with another video. Now, if you're new to the channel, my name is Nolan, and in today's video, I am once again working on my Hpi Baja 5B. You watched the video where I was running this in the yard. I'm pretty sure I burned up my clutch, and the clutch is located right up underneath here. So I figured I'll just show it on video, me replacing the clutch. So that's what I think I'm going to do. So the first thing I'm going to do is, I think it makes it easier if I remember. It's been a while since I've changed this clutch. I think I've changed it once. I think what I'm going to do is take this wheel off. Then I have to pull the whole plastic body off. At least I'm thinking that's what happened. I think it's the clutch that burned up. So I'm going to set this down and get started working. Alright guys, so like I said, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this wheel off. So I can't remember if you have to do this, but if I remember correctly, it makes it a little bit easier. And this is going to be difficult. I don't think I've taken this off in a long time. There we go. Was able to break it loose. This bead lock's starting to come undone a little bit, it looks like, too. Oh, it's missing a screw, so. So, yeah, right here on the bead lock ring, it's missing a screw, which is why it's starting to lift up a little bit. So, next thing I gotta do, it looks like I'm missing a pin here. I'm missing two pins. No, there's supposed to be a pin right here. That one's missing. Let me get my... You gotta take off one on the front, just up here, which I'm not gonna turn the camera to show you. Pretty simple. Just one little one. It's on the front part. Now on the other side, there's two. There's two of these on the other side too. Now I got three of them. Like I said, I'm missing one, it looks like. I don't think we have to take this off either. I could take the bottom piece off, but I don't know if I'm gonna. So now the next thing is, I think we have just two. We have one or two, maybe just one. I might have taken the other one off. We have one little clip right here. And I think, yeah, that'll just come off. And as you guys can see, this right here, my Integy. Is that an Integy? No, it's a King motor. Just trying to see what the issue is. So these are pretty heavy duty gears in here if you can't tell. Okay, so I know what I need to do is I need to get this clip off. So this clip right here needs to come off so this whole spur gear can pull off. So then I can access this plate behind it, because this whole thing needs to come off because the clutch is right in here. So maybe I can get this in here. There we go. You guys can see, here's a little E-clip right there. And I think that's the only thing that holds the spur gear on. So then the spur gear comes off, and this is the aftermarket spur gear I have right here. Ooh, there's a little bit of damage going on with this. It's aftermarket spur gear I have here, but as you can see, this is a steel spur gear, but it still has the bushings, or I guess these are bushings. I don't know what they're called, but basically it gives it a little bit of give in your drivetrain. So this is the only give. This is almost kind of like a cush drive, but as you can see, this one right here is damaged. These ones have literally started to twist in there, but you know what? They're still in there, so... And I mean, that's in there solid. This is... So you can see the pins. The pins are supposed to go, obviously, right through the middle. There must have been enough torque where it literally twisted them inside there, but I don't think that that's going to cause any issue, to be honest with you. I think there's still enough holding on to them that we're not going to have any issue. And I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, these are not as easy to replace as you think, because those aren't very soft. You really have to get them in there, and it's not very easy. So I think we'll leave that for now, but now I have to get the screws off of here. So there's one. Well, actually, I need to get the pinion gear screw off. All right. Just hold that pinion. And there we go. This is the little screw that holds that on. Now, let's see if this will slide off on its own, or if I'm going to have to use something to pry it off, because there might be some, yeah, I might have to use a screwdriver to kind of pry it off as well, because it could be kind of stuck on here. Let's see. Don't want to bust up this screwdriver. This is a little screwdriver, so starting to get down in there, but There we go, guys. And this is what holds it on. It just goes on and it holds on that. I don't even know what mod these are, but these are way thicker or bigger than any Traxxas, any mod 1 gear. I don't even know what these are, but I mean, this right here probably weighs half a pound. This is not a light spur gear right here. It's like heavy duty when you get to these 1/5 scale things. And the weird thing is, stock on a Baja, this is a plastic gear though, which shreds, which is why I don't use, that's why I took the plastic one out. You can see there's some grunge in here that I need to get cleaned out. All right, guys, now the next ones I need to get out are these ones. Hopefully these ones won't strip. It's a weird thing. Some of them come loose easily. Some of them are actually already loose. Like this one really didn't take a whole lot. I wouldn't be surprised if the ones down below are loose. Hopefully these ones, okay, good. That one's gonna come easily. Will this one come easily? Yes, okay. So as you can see, that gives that enough room where this piece can come out, because there's a little piece so that goes down in there, because that's the only other way. So now down below we have got, let's see what size these are. That's how that comes off. It goes on there like this, comes off like such. Looks like the bearing in here is still gonna be good. Oh, you know what actually happened, guys? It was not the clutch. It was this actual bell housing that broke. That broke. Just completely sheared. So let's see if we can get that off. All right, what can I use? Maybe it'll just slide right off. Yep. All right, I can inspect our clutch. Do I have to get this off too? Oh no, there we go. Okay, I can inspect the clutch and see if the clutch needs to be replaced, which still quite a bit of material on that clutch. So I thought it was the clutch that burned up. It is in fact not the clutch that burned up. And I'm trying to think, do I have another one of these? I sure as heck hope so. Basically, this sheared off from here. So that's supposed to be one piece, and that's not supposed to come apart like that. I looked all around in my parts bins, and I didn't think I had another one, so I ended up ordering one. I could not even find an authentic one online. I ended up having to go get a King Motor one, which, if you remember, is a clone version of an HPI product. I had to order a new clutch bell. But then I was looking around again in another set of parts that I had sitting around. Turns out I do actually have another clutch bell sitting around. So right here, I found this one right here. This was the one that originally came with the Fuelie motor. Found it, cleaned it up a little bit because it was like all rusty in here. Cleaned it up with some brake cleaner, used a little bit of sandpaper. Still kind of rough, but it'll work. And so what actually happened was the other one basically split right here. Like this whole piece just broke off because the pinion bolts down to here, and this just completely sheared off from the actual pinion gear basically. So I already ordered another one, but since I have this one, I cleaned it up. We're gonna throw this one in. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna basically take this back apart. This just fits right over the clutch. And I actually thought this was an 8,000 or 9,000 RPM clutch, but I must have put an upgraded one in because that red spring tells me that's a 10,000 RPM clutch, I believe. So that means that clutch does not engage until the RPMs have reached 10,000 RPM. And then those two shoes expand out, and then they grip the outer walls of this clutch belt, which then transfers the power to the pinion gear, which let me get the pinion gear out. As you can see, this pinion gear right here slides right over this piece right here. Alright guys, so basically this right here, this goes basically right through here like such. And as you can see, that slides on nicely. And then the pinion goes right on here. And then I'm going to use a little bit of red Loctite, I think. Maybe some high temperature Loctite actually to thread this pinion on. Because the pinion we really want to stay on for sure. I'll probably actually do that off camera. I'll be right back with you guys. I thought it was a good idea to get this off for you guys. So you guys can kind of really see what's going on. So basically, now that this is in, I have this pinion tightened down onto there, and it spins smoothly. We just got to put everything back together opposite. So these inserts right here, I'm just going to use a dab of the orange thread lock, which is high strength removable thread lock. So I will be using that. Oh, there we go. All right, guys. So you got that. Then I can put this little piece right in here like such. Those just go in the bottom like such. And then you tighten these down nice and tight. All of those are tight. Now I can tighten these ones up. So there's, oops, that's the wrong size. Okay. So this one can be tightened up right here, as well as this one over here can be tightened up as well. Can't really see that one, that's off the side of the camera, but I just gotta get that one nice and snug, like such. Let's get this plate back on right here. This will just go on. I'm an idiot, guys. This is not gonna fit. I'm an idiot. It's been a while since I've done this, guys. So, basically I need to take that pinion back off. Alright guys, I got the E-clip back on here. So we shouldn't have any problems with this gear coming off. Got that on. Get this over it. Got one down that way. And get another one, which, there we go. Okay, got both of those on. That seems to be on there tight. I think I'm going to button up everything else off camera, guys, and then we're going to take this outside and test it. Alright, I'll be right back with you guys, and we will run this thing and see if we got it fixed. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to start this thing up and see if it will run, and if it will drive again. So, alright, let's see. This one gets up and goes. Just bring it back. You can see with that rear brake it just locks up, so the braking is not great on this. This one really does go, guys. Let's bring it back. Bring it back again. another one. Ready? Get set. Just bring it back. That's full out. Bring it back one more time. Ready? Guys, hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. Also subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in another video. Later.